Hey RooTube, or excuse me, that was stupid. Hey YouTube, it's RooTube here. Tonight I'm making lazy cottage pie, and I'm doing everything right in the air fryer. My first shortcut from laziness, I'm using potatoes that are prepackaged. First off, I want to get these going so they can absorb their liquid while the meat's cooking. I'm using my grandmother's old bread pans. That's why they look so old and just, pretty much nothing left to them. Now I am gonna add. I'm not gonna go by the way they say. They say 2 cups of water, 3 tablespoons of butter, and 3/4 cup of milk. I'm doing 2 cups of milk, 4 tablespoons of butter, and then a 3/4 cup of water. And I'm going to test it again because this is skim milk because that's what was on sale. So I might need a little bit more fat. So I'm just going to take my bread pan, put my milk in there. Whoops. Porker's trying to come in here again. I had to move her chair earlier because she didn't want to come in anymore. Put my butter in. And then my 3/4 cup of, I'm using filtered water. Actually, I'm gonna use a full cup of water. There we go. Watch out, baby. You can move. No, I'm just, Sophia, come on, baby. Thank you. Gonna carefully take this so I don't spill milk, water, and butter everywhere. And let's see. Gonna put it like 350 for, I'm gonna start off at like 7 minutes and then I'm just gonna keep going from there. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay, back. I got this nice and hot, melted. I forgot to stir it and it burnt just a smidge on top. Not enough to make a difference though. So I'm just gonna open this up and slowly pour this in here and mix it up. And once it cools down a little bit, I'm going to, well, first it has to hydrate completely. But then I'm going to give it a taste and see what it needs for seasoning, because I want it to be 100% seasoned correctly before I use it. And these are 4 cheese, so I'm not going to be using cheese in my cottage pie. Not just because these have cheese in them, but I don't have any cheese and well, I'm not going to the store for multiple reasons. Be careful because this is hot. So I'm going to give this just a couple minutes. There we go. Look how nice they look. I love mashed potatoes, so I honestly, doesn't matter to me. I love real, but I'll take instant from time to time, especially with gravy and stuff like that. Now, I'm just going to take some tin foil on top. I don't want to burn myself, so I don't want to leave my hand in one spot too long. Okay, and then I'm going to put these on top of my stove just so they don't burn anything. So I don't actually, stick my arm on it and burn myself. Like I said, I will test that afterwards because that was skim milk I used. So there's a chance it's not going to be very rich or creamy. Now I'm just going to take this and I'm going to give it a spritz of oil. This is olive oil. Stuff doesn't stick, it's easier to clean. And I hate doing dishes. I can prove that because if you hear in the background, dishwasher's running. I hate dishes. I know I'm not the only one. That's about almost everybody on the planet. And I'm going to use my glove because it's got blood all over it still. This is, I made chili with most of this. That's a video before this one. Come on. There we go. Now, I'm gonna break this up a little bit. Mash it down some. Go. Now I'm gonna take my glove off because I don't want to get that everywhere. Oops. Okay. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use some of my smoked salt. That Kahlua salt you see me use all the time. Not sponsored. I bought this. 6 pounds of it. I'm gonna use a decent amount of that. I'm going to use just white pepper. Okay. Let's see. Granulated onion. And mushroom powder. I'm gonna start cooking this in the air fryer. I'm gonna go just every couple minutes. I'm gonna keep checking it because I don't want to cook it and dry it out really bad. So I'm gonna do it about 350 for 5 minutes because I want to break it up a little bit in between too. Stir it up. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay, I'm back. Gonna take this out. Just starting up. I'm gonna give it a little stir. Break it up a little bit. Mix it up a little bit. I'm gonna put it right back in here. And I'm just gonna keep going about 350 for 5-minute intervals. That way I don't overcook it, I don't dry it out. So another 5 minutes, I'll be back. Okay, back. This is where I want it. I got my bowl of congealed fat, so I can get rid of some of this. This is from a 5-pound chub that's on its 3rd different meal. This is, I think, 80-20. But I do want to leave a little bit in there because my meat's nice and cooked. I want to make a little bit of a roux. So I get just a little bit of gravy in here. Break this up. Okay. I did it. Set that there. Then I'm going to watch out, pork. I gotta. Yeah, sweetie. Good girl thing. I know you're hungry. And then just some white flour. Just like that. I'm just gonna sort of absorbs it nicely, which is what it's doing. Okay, whoops. It's the cup I used to put my compost in. Oh, not. I put the stuff in there, and instead of walking out there every time, like an apple core or whatever, so I do it all at once. There we go. Okay, that should be plenty. I don't use too much. Make sure it's nice. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Okay, I am gonna throw this back in for like a minute, just to cook a little bit of that rawness out of it. Maybe 2 minutes, something like that. Let's see. Alright, let that go for 2 minutes. Put this somewhere where it can cool down so I can throw it away later. And I'm going to grab my potatoes and show you those. Back. Got my potatoes right here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, beautiful. Now, I'm going to grab a spoon. Okay, that's cooled down plenty. Actually pretty good. Here. Yes, I'm letting her lick the spoon too. Then I'm gonna put it in the sink. Oh, baby. Yes. My girl. Just stay underneath my feet. Can't say feet right. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of salt in these. I want some pepper medley in here. Okay, look back, so make sure I don't trip on the dog. Take care of this fat. I should throw it in the freezer so it congeals faster. Then I can empty it out and throw it in the garbage and clean the pan. What I think I might do is throw a little bit more butter in here, make it a little more creamy. Like I said, I used skim milk, so it's not as creamy as it could be. And I always use less water and more milk than they say, and more butter. They really will taste heavier than they already do, and feel heavier than they already do. So mix this up. Let that butter melt. Oh boy, got my fat face right next to it, and the heat coming out. Whew, in the face. I don't need any help sweating. Okay, should be mixed up nicely. Butter's still melting a little bit. I have clean hands. Yep, that's where it's at. Okay, set these there. Make sure it's still good. There we go. Right, beautiful. Okay, we're gonna try a little piece of this too. Needs a little bit more flavor. I'm going to take a little bit. Oh, whoops, that's anchovy paste. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. A little bit of tomato, just regular old tomato paste. I thought I had more in there, but I didn't. And then some better than bouillon beef paste. This stuff is great. I love it. I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm not going to use too much because I don't want to make it too salty. And that's really not that much, so I'm going to set that there for a second. And then I'm going to put some filtered water in this. It's still a little warm. I don't want too much because I don't want a huge gravy. Just gonna stir that up. Or I mean, I don't want a watery gravy. I want to be pretty thick. I want it barely to be a gravy, to be honest. But I don't want my meat getting all dried out and gross. So, like I said, I want to mix this really good because I want to make sure that tomato paste and the beef better than bouillon is mixed up good. Alright, I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it in here for probably about 2 minutes. Actually, I'm going to do it 400 this time. And make sure to use your timer if you're anything like I am and you lose track or just start doing something else. So we'll be back in 2 minutes. Okay, 2 minutes has passed. Give this a peek. Looks good. I'm going to give it a taste. So I want to make sure it's nice and stirred because I don't want to I don't want to be able to get a little bite of better than bouillon because this stuff's good, but in concentration, it's not. Needs a smidge more. So, now this you do to how you like to. I mean, just like everything else, it definitely shouldn't need more than that. I'm going to use one more little squirt of tomato paste. And the secret ingredient. Gotta be careful with this. A little jalapeno juice. You don't want to use too much. You want flavor, but you don't want the heat. There we go. And just like before. Well, I guess it's not that hot. It's really good. No, it's got too much stuff in it for you to try, sweetie. I did forgot to leave a little bit out before so she could have some too. I know, I'm sorry, baby. There we go. And those things are clean, so I can keep using them. Just gonna put this in for like 2 minutes, and that's it. If it wasn't for the liquid I had in there, I wouldn't keep putting it in there and trying it, because I don't want that to dry out. So I'm gonna put this stuff away, give this 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. Sounds good, because this battery's going dead. Alright, back. This is done. Look at that. Beautiful. Now I'm going to take a can of corn. Just regular can of. Actually, I bought this because this is all they had. It's wicked good. I'm not big on canned corn, but it was good. And I'm just going to take it and mix it in real good. It smells really good. I'm hungry now. There we go. I get that nice and mixed, and then I just gotta flatten it out like that. Then I take my mashed potatoes, give them a good mix, because that butter still, it was 100% melted. Just like that. Then I just start plopping it on there. Just like that. And this also depends on how much you want to, because you can make it as thin or thick as you want. It's another one of those things which is almost everything with cooking. You can jiggle around a recipe so you like it, because there's a bunch of foods everybody does and doesn't like. And you can always substitute. You can always leave something out. You can, no, you're not getting any of that. Got some soft dog food in the fridge you can have with your pumpkin. She gotta have pumpkin because of her stomach. So we watched that Matthew Post, I think his name is, and he gives his dog has to have pumpkin. And they were getting dehydrated because it lasts longer than canned. So I decided to jump on Amazon and see if they had it. And I didn't know what brand he was using, but I wanted to get something that was human grade. So that's what I did. There we go. See that? And if you want, I don't have any right now, you can sprinkle some cheese on this. Just like, see that? Beautiful. Just like that. A couple people can eat off that. And now, you either take this and throw it back in, so it gets nice and crispy on top, which, I don't know, 350, 400, everything in it's already cooked, so you're just heating it through and getting a crisp on it. Or, you can wait till it cools down, throw some tin foil on it, put it in the fridge, throw it in the freezer. It can be used for anything, almost everything. So, everybody, enjoy yourself. Please like, subscribe, and share. And everybody stay safe, have fun. Boy, I'm freaking losing my hair. Oh, man. Bye. Here's that cottage pie. I baked it in the air fryer at 400 for I think like 10 minutes, and then 5 minutes at about 300. It was sitting there for a while, and boy, it looks good. I just want to let you guys see what it looked like. Bye-bye.